Previously on Talk That Talk. Yeah, come on, all your podcast networks. Just make sure you type in Real Talk That Talk. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, type in Talk That Talk and it'll pop right up for you. Last topic. I really felt something with this one, and it really coincides with what we just talked about. And I actually have kind of a personal story with that, but we'll talk about that. I didn't finish my degree. Am I a failure?
Sure. No, you certainly are not a failure. This is wild. This is wild. This is intense. No, you're not a failure, but it's like, how do you tell somebody that, right? Because what am I supposed to do, right? No matter what the issue was or the reason for me not finishing my degree. Okay, if the next best thing is you're not going to finish your degree, go to work. If electricians, if plumbers, if those types of skill sets are not readily available, or like something, or if you don't have like a talent, a hobby, or something that you can grasp in the back of your pocket, what are you supposed to do? You didn't finish your degree, you're not a failure. But again, how do you tell somebody that when you say like, oh, somebody with a bachelor's degree or a master's degree feels the same way? So no, absolutely. Like, I would never want anybody to feel like they're a failure. But then, okay, what do we do? What's the solution? Because I don't know what it is. Because now everybody's in this broken boat. This is heavy.
So here's a true story.
Okay, give me one. I'm listening to you. I gotta go stir the pot real quick, but I can hear you.
Making noodles. All right. So this is a true story. The true story is this: the only reason why I stayed at Norfolk State is because I didn't want to come home and feel like a failure. That is the honest to God truth. So as you guys know, from Houston, went to Virginia, stayed in Virginia, ran out of money. Like, I marched my 4 years. I marched the 5th year because I had more hours to take, and ran out of money. Had to beg Doc. Said, Doc, man, I need some more bread. I ain't got no more bread. Blah blah blah. He said, well, Luke, I'll give you some more money if you march one more year. Didn't want to march that year. That was the year of the Honda, the big Honda show, 06, 07. But still had a couple more hours to go even after that year. And Norfolk State is high as giraffe. Yeah. And so, but I didn't want to go home. My mother was like, yo, you can just come home and go to Texas Southern. I was like, Mom, I don't want to come home and not finish something that I started. Because I didn't want to feel like a failure. But I've met so many people who did not complete their degree, and they feel like they have not been successful in life because of that fact. They feel like they have failed because of that fact. So yeah, I wonder, and that's where this question came from. Like, if you didn't finish your degree, are you truly a failure?
I don't believe so, but I get it. I get how someone could feel that way. And it doesn't even have to be so much as finishing your degree, no matter what degree it was. Bachelor's, master's, PhD, associates, GED. How do you tell somebody, hey, or especially when you had the folks that was like, you can do this. We're going to set you up. Go here. I'm going to make sure I take care of whatever. It wasn't for me. Or no matter, like I said, it doesn't matter how you didn't finish the degree, whether you didn't have the money, whether you just didn't follow, you didn't like it, life happened. life could happen and swoop you right up on out of that thing without you even necessarily wanting to leave.
True.
So it's like the resounding statement is no, you're not a failure. But again, and then what? Right? So how do we fix that? How do we improve someone's thought process on themselves? Because it's easy to say, like, well, had I finished my degree, then maybe I would have had a better chance at life. Maybe I would have had a better chance at getting an opportunity or getting a particular job. But then you have other people on the other hand that say, well, I chose not to go to school, or I dropped out of school because I wanted to, and I'm doing far better than I ever foresaw myself doing or being. So, I mean, for anybody who's well, because I mean, technically we've all been there, whether it was degree or not, we've all felt like a failure or didn't necessarily complete something that we wanted to. So I think that that's just a life lesson that no, you're not a quote unquote failure, no matter whether, you know, what the issue is or what happened. But yeah, like this is heavy because there could be many reasons why someone did not finish. You see people going back to school every day. You know, you see all, especially on social media, oh, daughter and mother and son graduated, or someone goes back to school and achieves their bachelor's degree at 92, whatever the case may be. It can be done, but again, it does not take away from the fact of your initial experience or what caused you to leave. No, you're not a failure. Absolutely not.